Thank you very much, the Chief Registrar of the Judiciary, Madam Anna Mandi, our newly sworn Chairperson of EACC, Bishop Dr. David Oginde, all the commissioners of EACC, the CEO and Secretary of EACC, my friend and brother, Mr. Toarib Barak. I also recognize the presence of Mr. Hadha Osia, CAS, Office of the President. And all of us present this afternoon. A very good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
First of all, my apologies to invite you and not have a place for you to sit. We are still trying to figure out how we can build a Supreme Court that can be able to accommodate everybody and treat everybody with dignity. So you will bear with us. My very, very warm congratulations to you, Bishop Dr. David Oginde, on your appointment as the Chairperson of Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. I also wish to take this opportunity to wish you all the best in your new role and responsibilities. As we all acknowledge, EACC is a very vital institution in our country's quest to uphold the rule of law, to promote good governance, and most importantly, to fight corruption. I wish to draw your attention to the fact that Chapter 6 of the Constitution indeed represents Kenyans' long-held hope for a corruption-free country. The EACC that you are going to provide leadership to is intended to be a good governance enhancing institution. Thus, Kenyans expect you to work towards the realization of the goal of strengthening our constitutional democracy through robust investigations and enforcement of the laws that are all enacted to combat graft in our country. I therefore urge you, together with the other commissioners and staff of EACC, that you discharge your mandate. As you discharge your mandate, you always bear in mind that Kenyans are vested in you a very huge responsibility of leading the war against an enemy that we have all identified and confirmed, the enemy of our nation, which is corruption. And the enemy, being corruption, has eroded public trust in our public institutions. Corruption has undermined development and has threatened our national security in many ways. Corruption is a menace that must be confronted with courage, determination, and integrity. When I read your CV, I was most impressed by your achievements, and most importantly, your belief and faith. And being a bishop, I think it's a completely handed advantage to this law that you're going, to this huge responsibility you have taken to lead an institution that is entrusted with safeguarding public interests and promoting public confidence. You will, as you know, be guided by the values and principles that are in the Constitution, especially the values of transparency, accountability, impartiality, and integrity in all the things that you do. I urge you, our bishop, to also foster a culture of collaboration and cooperation with other stakeholders, because this war cannot be won by one institution alone. Under the National Council on the Administration of Justice, NCAJ, the judiciary and other actors in the justice chain will work with you, because we are committed to working closely and supporting the EACC to deliver on the mandate. I believe that together we can make a difference in transforming our country for the better. I also appeal to all Kenyans to support EACC and you, the chairperson, in all the efforts that you put together to combat corruption and promote ethical conduct in our society. We all have a role to play in ensuring that our country is free from corruption and that our resources are used for the benefit of all. If we all took up that responsibility and rejected, as we must, and report any acts of corruption that we encounter or witness, definitely we would do better as a country to eradicate corruption. Because there is always a constant demand of accountability. And this demand is heavier on our leaders and public servants, because indeed under the Constitution, we are the servants of the people. We must also uphold our national values and aspirations as enshrined in the Constitution. I take this opportunity to wish you all the best and promise you of our support as the judiciary. The oath that you have taken today will guide you in your day-to-day, and the only advice I give to people that I swear in office is just to never depart from that oath of office or depart from the law. Whatever you do, let it be according to that oath of office and according to the law. In addition, this oath equally requires you to serve the country to the best of your abilities, bearing in mind the enormous responsibility that is placed before you. I wish you and the entire Commission all the best as you deliver on this mandate. I thank all of you for coming and for listening to me and for joining me to congratulate our Bishop, Dr. Oginde, as he takes the responsibility that has been placed before him. God bless you and God guide you in all your undertakings.